How to make America great again. Can the U.S. reclaim its position as a global industrial leader? It starts with industrial leadership and execution. For decades, American industry led the world in innovation, productivity, and manufacturing excellence. Today, that dominance is under relentless pressure from emerging economies that are faster, more agile, and deeply invested in digital transformation. So, here's the real question for executives, industry leaders, and decision-makers. Can the U.S. reclaim its position as a global industrial leader? Are we prepared to compete face-to-face with rising economies that are redefining manufacturing at an unprecedented pace? Do we have the leadership, the mindset, and the execution to make American industries truly competitive again? The truth is, sustained industrial success is not built only on political promises. It's built on bold action, strategic execution, and a relentless focus on efficiency and innovation. While some industries remain stagnant, others are evolving. China, India, and Southeast Asia are not just producing at lower costs. They are optimizing their supply chains, integrating Industry 4.0, and scaling digital transformation at a speed never seen before. If the U.S. wants to lead again, it must go beyond policy-driven solutions and embrace a radical shift in how industries operate, innovate, and execute. The challenge ahead is not just about keeping up, it's about leading. The future of American industry depends on those who take action today. Are we ready for it? The harsh reality: why U.S. industry is losing ground. America's industrial landscape is at a turning point. Once the undisputed leader in manufacturing, the U.S. now faces an unrelenting wave of global competition. And the pressure is only increasing. Cheap, high-volume production from China, Southeast Asia, and other emerging markets floods the U.S. economy, reaching consumers faster and at prices domestic manufacturers struggle to match. Meanwhile, American factories, some with decades of legacy and expertise, are caught in a dangerous cycle of rising costs, operational inefficiencies, and declining market share. Every day, executives and plant managers feel the weight of a system that is no longer built to win. How do you compete when your supply chain is slower, your production costs are higher, and your operational inefficiencies keep your margins razor thin? Why are American factories, led by some of the best minds in industry, losing ground despite having access to the world's most advanced methodologies, tools, and technologies? What is missing? The answer isn't a lack of knowledge. Every leader in manufacturing knows about Lean, Industry 4.0, and digital transformation. But let's be honest, not everyone fully understands how to apply these strategies effectively. Some leaders may not even be aware of the depth of these methodologies or how they can be leveraged to drive transformation. Others may have heard of Lean, Six Sigma, automation, and IoT, but have never implemented them in a way that delivers real impact. If that's the case, there is no time to waste. Learning the fundamentals is no longer optional. It's essential for survival. In today's hyper-competitive market, not knowing where to start is not an excuse. It's a liability. Are we implementing fast enough to stay ahead? Are we optimizing aggressively enough to eliminate waste and inefficiencies? Are we leading the revolution or watching it unfold from the sidelines? Technology alone won't fix this. Funding alone won't fix this. The difference between winning and losing in modern manufacturing comes down to one thing: leadership that acts. While some industries wait for change, others, particularly in Asia, move fast, disrupt markets, and take over industries that once belonged to America. The future will not wait for hesitation. The question is no longer about what needs to be done. We already know. The question is, do we have the attitude to execute? The solution: a mindset shift in industrial leadership. If the U.S. truly wants to regain its industrial dominance, it's not enough to digitize factories or invest in automation. The real challenge lies in creating the next generation of industrial leaders, those who have the right attitude to drive execution. Historically, American industry has thrived under the power of capitalism, an economic system that rewards investment, expansion, and large-scale production. When manufacturers needed more productivity, the answer was simple: spend more, build bigger, invest heavily. Need higher output? Expand the factory, buy the latest robotics, install the most advanced automation. This mindset, fueled by financial abundance, worked in the past, but it is no longer a winning strategy in the global industrial landscape. Because scaling inefficiency is not progress, it's just waste at a larger scale. The real question that every American executive and plant leader should be asking is this: instead of pouring millions into larger facilities that simply replicate our inefficiencies, why aren't we making the factories we already have radically more efficient? Before we expand production, have we eliminated the waste in our current operations? What if, instead of spending capital on scaling inefficiency, we redirected investment toward product innovation, customer experience, and agility? This is the fundamental shift that China and Asia have mastered: doing more with less. They do not spend blindly to grow. They engineer efficiency first and then scale with precision. How much of your operational budget is spent fixing inefficiencies that shouldn't exist in the first place? How often are expansion plans launched before truly optimizing existing processes? How much faster and leaner could your current factory be if leadership had the courage to challenge the status quo? 1. From passive to proactive, execution over theory. 2. Transforming leadership attitudes in American manufacturing. 3. Building the industry of the future, a call to action. Now let's take a deeper look at each of these topics. 1. From passive to proactive, execution over theory. We don't need more reports, more consultants, or more theoretical frameworks. What we need are leaders who act. Execution must take priority over endless planning cycles. Lean manufacturing and Six Sigma should not just be buzzwords. They must be daily execution strategies to eliminate inefficiencies. IoT and Industry 4.0 must not be seen as future trends. They are now technologies that American businesses must master before they fall further behind. Agile leadership is the new requirement. Executives must lead change, not fear it. A factory that is wasteful today will only be a bigger, more wasteful factory tomorrow if leadership fails to address the root causes of inefficiency before scaling operations. More capital won't solve poor execution. More investment won't fix leadership gaps. 2. Transforming leadership attitudes in American manufacturing. To make the U.S. great again in the industrial sector, leaders must stop managing inefficiencies and start leading innovation. Executives must embrace data-driven decision-making and eliminate bureaucratic bottlenecks, slowing down execution. Industrial leaders must be trained to challenge the status quo, not just maintain operations. Mindset transformation is key. Without attitude, no knowledge, tools, or technology will create real change. American industry must learn how to think in scarcity. Not because financial resources are running out, but because real innovation happens when leaders operate with the discipline of efficiency. The world's most competitive manufacturers are relentless in eliminating excess, reworking processes, and optimizing output before they scale. That is what separates a company that thrives from one that merely survives. When was the last time your company challenged its own assumptions about efficiency before expanding? Is your leadership team optimizing operations before asking for more capital? Are you scaling a lean machine or just scaling inefficiency? 3. Building the industry of the future, a call to action. If the U.S. wants to dominate global manufacturing once again, the industry needs more than investment. It needs leadership. Investing in advanced manufacturing technology is crucial, but it must be paired with the right operational execution strategies. Supply chain optimization must be prioritized, reducing inefficiencies and strengthening local production to compete globally. Continuous improvement must be the norm, not the exception. The era of growing through financial might alone is over. The new industrial era belongs to those who master efficiency, agility, and leadership-driven execution. The future will belong to those who don't just build bigger factories, but to those who build better ones. Conclusion: will America lead or follow? The future of U.S. industry will not be decided in political speeches. It will be decided in factories, boardrooms, and on the production floor. The choice is clear: wait for policies and hope for external change, or take bold action and lead the industrial transformation from within. American manufacturing must be efficient, innovative, and execution-driven to reclaim its leadership. The question is, are you ready to be part of the revolution? Or will you watch from the sidelines as other economies take the lead? The future of U.S. industry depends on those who take action today. Let's make it happen. If you want to go even deeper into industrial leadership and execution, make sure to enjoy the Attitude Feelings experience by visiting attitudefeelings.com. You'll find more details in the description. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for the next power insights that will take your industry knowledge to the next level. See you in the next video.